Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week is Jung. And kind of the theme of our meditation today is there is something within you that is bigger than you, but that also is you. And I particularly love the way that Jung articulates this, especially keeping in mind that the place that he came from was first being a doctor, then becoming a psychiatrist, being very serious about the science, the medical science of what he was doing, but also clearly seeing that there's more. There's more than the hard science. There is more that is difficult to explain. Sun Maria, very good morning. Anthony, good morning. Leanne, good morning. Awesome seeing you all here. Right, let's get started with today's message. Hey Linda, good morning. Good to see you. There is wisdom within you. We are never disconnected from the eternal presence of our soul, but it sure can feel that way. It is the loud volume of our fears that drowns out the whisper of wisdom in our soul. Hey Pat, good morning. Awesome seeing you there. When we heal what has been hurt within us, our fears become less loud, and we can then sit at the feet of our soul and listen. Jung said, "I've always tried to make room for anything that wanted to come from within me." I love those words so much. I have always tried to make room for anything that wanted to come from within me. He said, in each of us there is another whom we may not know. He speaks to us in dreams and tells us how differently he sees us from the way we see ourselves. The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul, which opens to that primeval cosmic night that was soul long before there was conscious ego, and will be soul far beyond what a conscious ego could ever reach. Leshna, a very good morning. Awesome seeing you. I want to read that last sentence again. It was soul long before there was conscious ego, and it will be soul far beyond what a conscious ego could ever reach. The wisdom of your soul is the essence of who you truly are. Everything else is just baggage accumulated along the way. You have known this before, and you can trust yourself to always find your way back to this place again and again. Our meditation today is the Serenity Prayer, and the intention is to dive within, soften so deeply into yourself that you could imagine seeing yourself sitting at the feet of your soul and listen. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away on today's journey together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and out. breath in. And let it go. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. With every exhale, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. Remind yourself for a moment of what baggage you might have possibly picked up in the last few days. What have you been carrying? Pay particular attention to whether you might have felt a little bit of a heaviness for a few days. And realize how the baggage that we pick up tends to trigger one or various different kinds of inner narratives. We have stories running through our minds related to this baggage that we've picked up. It is the same story that's been playing on repeat from the past before. And then we tend to look into the future from this story of the past. And then the story is told about the future as well, normally a worst case scenario story that sees the future through the lens of the past. For the moment, with your next exhale, try and drop your shoulders so deeply that you can help this baggage roll off. Feel it slide off your shoulders like dropping a cloak. Dropping a garment that pulls at your feet, from which you can step out of, and take a moment to recognize the baggage you've been carrying. This, of course, is very human. We have a human brain after all. But it serves us to become aware of what we pick up and carry, so that we can also pay attention to working with it, dealing with it, and putting it down. Your soul is the most intensely present thing that you know. It does not spend time in the past or time in the future. It is always just right here, right now. As you let this baggage slide off your shoulders, you're placing yourself at the feet of your soul, ready to listen. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, and also forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and also lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence as much as we are able to, at least, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit through the whole meditation with us, then this is a really good place to stop. Although if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest slowest exhale that you can. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, really feel into your body and feel how softness is happening to your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper and deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, create the picture of how in your surrender you find yourself sitting at the feet of your soul, ready to listen. Take your next big breath. We are using the Serenity Prayer this morning and asking for our soul's opinion on these words. The first line of the Serenity Prayer says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. How often have you wasted energy on something that you should have let go, should have let be? And how often do we still fall into that trap of trying to control something that's not ours to control? Repeat these words to yourself a few more times. Feel them in your mouth. Take them down into your heart. Feel them in your body. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. Take your next big breath. Your soul has that presence of the mountain. It has seen it all come and also seen most of it go. Your soul knows what is fleeting and has no permanence. So with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take this question to your soul. Lay it at the feet of your soul and just listen. Can you ask a question without trying to use your brain to figure out the answer? Can you ask a question and also let it go? See what rises. Ask your soul to speak. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take this question along. What is one thing that I need to let go of? What is one thing that I need to accept that I cannot change? Take your next big breath. The next line of the Serenity Prayer asks, give me the courage to change the things that I can. if we look backwards at our own lives, we are likely to see moments where we avoided taking action on the things we should have. This is why I love the Serenity Prayer so much, because in its simplicity, in just a few words, it acknowledges the struggle, this push-pull struggle that we all have. There are things to let go of, but there are also things to take action on. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, say these few words to yourself again. Please give me the courage to change the things that I can. Feel them in your mouth. Take them into your heart and feel them in your body. The courage to change the things that I can. Take your next big breath. Then we'll turn it into a question and dive in deep to lay this question at the feet of our soul. Can you ask and also let go? Ask and not let your brain figure out the answer, but feel deeper. Feel and listen for the answer that comes from a deeper place. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, the question is, what is one thing that I do need to take action on? Please show me one thing that I have to make a change about. Take your next big breath. In its simplicity, the Serenity Prayer recognizes that while it is simple, let go of the things that you can't change. Take action on the things that you can change. The Serenity Prayer recognizes that this distinction is not always easy to make, and that we need real wisdom to know the difference. The question that I love to ask, and it always feels like this is the question that helps me slip in deeper and listen even better. Asking for the wisdom. Please show me what I'm not seeing. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, ask for the wisdom to know the difference. And try these words for yourself. Please show me what I'm not seeing. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding place and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness to softly enter and settle in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you from Carl Jung's words one more time. He said, "I have always tried to make room for anything that wanted to come to me from within. In each of us is another whom we may not know. He speaks to us in dreams and tells us how differently he sees us from the way we see ourselves. The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul, which opens to that primeval cosmic night that was soul long before there was a conscious ego. And it will be soul far beyond what a conscious ego could ever reach. This wisdom of your soul is the essence of who you truly are. Everything else is just baggage accumulated along the way. You have known this before, and you can trust yourself to always find your way back to this place again. There's another minute or two of silence left. Sit at the feet of your soul a little longer and listen for what is something to accept. You cannot change this. What is something to take action on and make a change? And ask for the wisdom to know the difference. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the wisdom of my soul. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning to listen. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the understanding, the compassion that I am human. And while my soul may know this wisdom with clarity, it might take the human me hearing the message multiple times before it really lands. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on our journey today. Nella, a very good morning. Awesome seeing you. Hey Maggie, good morning to you. Hello Quentin, it's always good seeing you here, brother. Good morning Peter, I hope you had a bit of time to sit down with us. Michelle, a very good morning to you. Hey Charlene, good morning to you too. Thank you Maggie, thank you Michelle, thank you Charlene, thank you Leanne, thank you Linda, thank you Sunmuddy, thank you Anthony, thank you Pat, and whoever else I might have left out. Have an awesome day. Oh, I think I saw Leshna pop in as well. Good morning Leshna. Enjoy your day. Your soul is never separate from you. It may at times feel like we're disconnected from that wisdom of our soul, but that's just the volume of our fears having turned up. You can trust yourself that you'll find your way back to this wisdom again and again, and you have proof that you always have. And you'll do it again. Lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful day, and see you soon. Ciao, ciao.